Our planet is full of places that seem absolutely uninhabitable for humans. Yet, people manage to establish settlements where the air is toxic, the ground burns beneath their feet, and the laws of physics and society cease to function. Today, we will embark on a journey through 8 of the most shocking cities in the world that will make you question reality itself. You will see a metropolis made entirely of trash, a ghost capital with 20-lane highways, and an island where everyone is required to carry a gas mask. At the end, we will reveal the unexpected reason that unites all these strange places and forces people to stay there against all common sense. Imagine a town where the sound of a siren forces every resident to instantly pull a rubber mask over their face. Miyake-jima Island is located in the Pacific Ocean, directly on top of the extremely active Oyama volcano. Toxic sulfur gas constantly leaks from numerous cracks in the ground here, capable of killing a person in just a few breaths. In the year 2000, a major eruption forced the entire local population to evacuate for 5 long years. When people were finally allowed to return, the government introduced an unprecedented safety rule for every resident. Now, everyone without exception is required to carry a gas mask around the clock, no matter where they go. Sensors across the island continuously measure the sulfur concentration in the air and trigger an alarm at the slightest danger. Tourists are handed personal protective equipment upon entry and undergo mandatory survival training. Despite the constant deadly risk, more than 2,000 people permanently reside here today. They are kept here by fertile volcanic soil, an abundance of rare fish in the coastal waters, and generous government subsidies. The next town is located on the coldest continent on the planet, and it has one of the most unusual medical requirements. Villa Las Estrellas is a tiny Chilean settlement on King George Island, which is lost among the glaciers. To obtain permission to live here for more than a few months, any adult and even children must undergo a surgical operation. Every resident must have their appendix removed in advance, even if it is completely healthy. The reason lies in the extreme geographical isolation of this icy outpost from civilization. The nearest full-service hospital is located more than 1,000 kilometers away across the raging Drake Passage. Under the harsh conditions of the Antarctic winter, an emergency helicopter simply cannot fly out to help a patient with appendicitis. The settlement consists of several modular cabins, a school for 15 students, and a small post office. In winter, the temperature here drops to extreme levels, and the icy wind literally knocks pedestrians off their feet. Nevertheless, military personnel and scientists agree to the surgery and bring their families here for the sake of Chile's geopolitical presence in Antarctica. Now, let us move to a place that shocks not with its climate, but with its appearance and unbearable smell. Manshiyat Naser is a massive residential neighborhood on the outskirts of Cairo. Known worldwide as Garbage City, all of its streets, courtyards, balconies, and even the roofs of high-rise buildings are piled high with tons of household waste from the Egyptian capital. The local residents are called Zabalin, and they have been earning a living by sorting garbage by hand for several generations. Thousands of tons of waste are brought here daily, which entire families sort right inside their living rooms. Amazingly, the Zabalin recycle up to 90% of all the collected plastic, paper, and metal. This recycling efficiency rate surpasses the results of the most technologically advanced plants in Western Europe. The city completely lacks a conventional sewage system, clean running water, and central heating. Due to the abundance of rotting organic matter, a dense cloud of acrid stench hangs over the houses all year round. Despite the unsanitary conditions and diseases, 40,000 people refuse to leave this place, as trash is their only gold resource. In the next shocking place, nature literally hangs over people's heads in the most direct sense. The Spanish town of Setenil de las Bodegas is built directly inside a basalt gorge carved by an ancient river. Instead of regular roofs, multi-ton stone cliffs hang over many of the residential houses and cafes here. Some buildings are literally carved into the rock face, which replaces their walls and ceilings. For centuries, residents settled in these natural caves to protect themselves from harsh weather conditions. In summer, the massive natural stone saves people from the exhausting Spanish heat, keeping a pleasant coolness inside. In winter, these same cliff walls retain heat exceptionally well, protecting residents from piercing mountain winds. Walking down the central streets, tourists often experience panic attacks from the sensation of a mountain falling on them. However, in the entire multi-century history of the town, the stone overhangs have never collapsed onto the homes of the locals. People continue to live peacefully under the ancient boulders, turning a geological anomaly into a thriving tourist attraction. This American town has turned into a real branch of hell on Earth due to human negligence. Centralia, Pennsylvania, was once a thriving mining settlement with a population of several thousand people. In 1962, an underground fire ignited in the abandoned coal mines here. Attempts to extinguish the fire were unsuccessful, and the flames retreated deep beneath the foundations of residential homes. Since then, for over half a century, a giant coal seam has been burning directly under the residents' feet. The hot asphalt of the city streets regularly cracks, and toxic carbon monoxide escapes from deep sinkholes. The government closed access to the town, revoked its zip code, and bought out most of the surviving private buildings. Virtually all the houses were demolished by bulldozers, and the territory itself turned into a smoking wasteland. Yet, a few elderly residents flatly refused to leave their family homes and won the right to stay. They live among ruins and toxic smoke, stubbornly ignoring the deadly danger for the sake of the past. In the Californian Sonoran Desert lies a town that completely rejects all the laws of modern society. Slab City is built on an abandoned military base and has no official status or local authorities. There is no running water, sewage system, power lines, trash collection, or even street lighting here. Residents use solar panels for electricity and bring in clean drinking water on their own. This place is called the last free city in America, attracting anarchists, artists, and drifters. People settle in old trailers, dilapidated buses, and makeshift shacks made of construction waste. An unwritten code of honor operates in the town, replacing police and courts for the residents in resolving conflicts. The local landmark is Salvation Mountain, a giant colorful art installation made of clay and straw. In summer, temperatures in the desert exceed 48 degrees, turning life in the trailers into torture. Yet, people stubbornly continue to live in these unbearable conditions for the sake of absolute freedom from taxes and control. In the middle of the sun-scorched Yemeni desert rises a city that was hundreds of years ahead of modern architecture. Shibam is called the Manhattan of the desert due to hundreds of high-rise buildings tightly packed against one another. The uniqueness of these 11-story skyscrapers lies in the fact that they are built entirely of mud brick. Residents erected this vertical city back in the 16th century to protect themselves from nomadic raids. The thick mud walls protect the interior rooms exceptionally well from the scorching heat and sandstorms. Due to the lack of open space, the streets between the houses resemble narrow, dark stone gorges. Each building requires regular annual maintenance and the application of a fresh layer of liquid mud onto the facade. If a house is neglected, seasonal rains can completely destroy its structure within a couple of years. Water pipes and sewage systems appeared here only recently, which greatly complicated the maintenance of the ancient mud high-rises. Around 7,000 people continue to carefully preserve their fragile homes, despite the constant threat of military conflicts. Closing our list is a giant city that astounds not with harsh nature, but with absolute, ringing emptiness. Naypyidaw is the officially built-from-scratch new capital of Myanmar, larger in land area than Berlin. The government spent billions of dollars to create an extensive infrastructure complete with golf courses and zoos. Grand 20-lane highways, designed for a massive flow of cars, are laid out right through the middle of the city. However, as you walk along these roads, you will find virtually not a single car here. In the residential quarters stand hundreds of brand new apartment buildings where no lights shine in the windows at night. Naypyidaw was designed to house millions of citizens, but the actual population of the city is negligibly small. The city feels like the set of a post-apocalyptic film where all the people have suddenly vanished. The country's rulers moved the capital here for reasons of national security and personal protection from potential uprisings. The shocking scale of empty luxury in the middle of a poor Asian nation clearly shows how politics can create a ghost city. 8 cities, 8 absolutely unbelievable scenarios of human persistence. Each of them arose for a distinct reason, driven by vital factors: resources, political will, or the pure drive for survival. People are willing to endure toxic gas, icy deserts, mountains of trash, or the complete absence of civilization to achieve their goals. Yet, history proves that as soon as the main motive for human presence in these places disappears, the cities inevitably crumble into dust.